Hello and welcome to the King Elvis channel. It is I, the king spoken of in prophecy. No, actually, just in the channel's name. It is I. Come to run my little fingers through your SJS hair. Social justice soldier. That's my. What do you call it? When you coinage a word. Coin a word. SJS. Let's go to that. I don't like SJW. It's too long. Too many syllables. SJS. SJS. It's easier to do SJS. Just an idea. I like to spitball. And I know where you guys like me whispering in your ears and looking at me. Real close. Cartoonishly large hips. That you would love to end the war that gays will bring. Rape will be one of the weapons of war, and it's right here, ostensibly straight male mama meat. You can have at it when you win this here war. Yeah. Gonna feel good bending me over and letting this straight man have it. Love it. Little pink-haired ladies, or guys, I guess. Transes. So, getting deep today. It's going to be a very deep, intellectual version of King Elvis for the anniversary of the essay published in Dissent magazine in 1957, Norman Mailer, The White Negro, which he, it's a long story, but he says is the hipster, like the beatnik, hippie, then it became hippie, which is, I don't know if we even have that anymore. It's just black itself. And I have to read you the conclusion of the. I know this is going to be like Sargon of Akkad. It's just a guy reading you things, but at least I offer up something for the money, something back there for you guys to just enjoy. When we win, we're going to rape you, King. We're going to rape your little butt. Go get your ass raped. But for the average liberal, this is Mailer, whose mind has been dulled by the committee-ish cant of the professional liberal, miscegenation is not an issue because he has been told that the Negro does not desire it. So when it comes, miscegenation will be a terror, comparable perhaps to the derangement of the American communists when the icons to Stalin came tumbling down. The average American communist held to the myth of Stalin for reasons which had little to do with the political evidence and everything to do with their psychic necessities. In this sense, it is equally a psychic necessity for the liberal to believe that the Negro and even the reactionary Southern white, eventually and fundamentally people like himself, capable of becoming good liberals too, if only they can be reached by good liberal reason. What the liberal cannot bear to admit is that the hatred beneath the skin of a society so unjust that the amount of collective violence buried in the people is perhaps incapable of being contained, and therefore if one wants a better world, one does well to hold one's breath, for a worse world is bound to come first, and the dilemma may well be this: given such hatred, it must either vent itself nihilistically, or become turned into the cold, murderous liquidations of the totalitarian state. No matter what the horrors of the 20th century, is a vastly exciting century for its tendency to reduce all life to its ultimate alternatives. One can well wonder if the last war of them all will be between the blacks and the whites, or between the women and the men, or between the beautiful and ugly, the pillagers and managers, or the rebels and the regulators. Which, of course, is carrying speculation beyond the point where speculation is still serious. And yet despair at the monotony and the bleakness of the future have become so ingrained in the radical temper that the radical is in danger of abdicating from all imagination. What a man feels is the impulse for his creative effort, and if an alien but nonetheless passionate instinct about the meaning of life has come so unexpectedly from a virtually illiterate people, come out of the most intense conditions of exploitation, cruelty, violence, frustration, and lust, and yet has succeeded as an instinct in keeping this tortured people alive, then it is perhaps possible that the Negro holds more of the tail of the expanding elephant of the truth than the radical. And if this is so, the radical humanist could be worse than to brood upon the phenomenon. Okay. Thermonuclear mind blow. That was like doing mind blow. You think? Let's recover from that. It's a little bit predictive of the future. It's an oracular essay, and that was it. He just described it all. And this is where I come in. I'm explaining a little in the background was that he talks about this idea of like the totalitarian state of the 20th century, and it's rebelling against the white hipsters rebelling against that, the underground, etc. And so the whole idea of this is that it's 60 years old. It's 60 years old now. And all the hippies have turned old, and now their hair has turned purple, and it's an institutional revolution, and they are the institution, and then they're still trying to rebel, but there's nothing to rebel against. You tore down the family, you already. It's like I always say about my old boss, Australian man. I tried to come up with some warehousing genius box, and he just turns to me and he says, "We've already got it." And so that's the thing about SJS. We've already got it. You've gotten your wish, and we're as I would say in some ways degenerate as we can get. We're as decadent as we can get. Look at me. I'm trying to appeal to it. I'm swimming in it. It's like the old, was it Palmolive? You're soaking in it, Marge. Your hand is actually soaking in dishwashing soap, and you don't mind. So it's you've already won, and so now it's kind of when you're dug as deeply into the mire as you can get. 4-wheel drive analogy. 4-wheel drive analogy for you hicks out there. Hicks like me. And so it's a caricature of itself now. And he talks about the totalitarian state, but what about the way it's come to pass has been through what I call Big Mother, and the surveillance state has been it's just for our own good, and it's been mostly self-imposed by we got the Panopticon in my pocket. And I take it out. I'm being tracked all the time. Good. It's just helps keep me safe. And it's a feminized culture. We thought it was going to be Big Brother, but it became Big Mother. And they needed this to happen because it came from Selfies. It came not like imposed but it became we want this. I'm taking a picture and sending it over the internet. I'm getting more likes for like I'm doing right now. A perfect example, right? Ugh. Ooh, stop it, SJS. Stop doing that. Ooh, ow. Yeah, just do some dank memes, and it was like, we're punishing him in our sex war. Yeah, I'm the enemy. You're gonna have some fun on me. Get a roughnecks close to me. When you come knocking down my door with your words that are violence. Your words are violence, so now I'm beating you up. But instead of beating me up, rape me. Transers. That's my only request in this war. Please rape me instead of beating me up. So that's pretty much. I think I've put it into as few words as I can. It's just that it's this infantile. We're completely helpless. Our metaphysics is, when there's an object that's acting upon and a subject that's acting on this object, it's acted. That's it. That's our metaphysics. And so is that Snidely Whiplash is tying Nell to the railroad tracks, and there's a villain in all this, and the identity is that's who wins, and that's not fascist. Surprisingly, in the SJS mind, that you'd think it is. You'd think it's like, actually, that's oh no, you're the only one that can be racist and sexist. To which I say, thanks. Thank you. All right, so I feel like I summed it up pretty well. I don't want to go over my time before I just have a chance to go. Ooh, ow, ow. Okay, I'm rewarding you. I'm rewarding the haters out there. Some kind of softcore fodder. No big deal. It's mixed with ideas. It's like Playboy or something. Not even that. Not even close to that. So I feel I haven't violated any of my principles. Just despite the fact that I've got this heart-shaped hips that I know that they look good. They look like you want to get inside that boy. So, all right, that's it for the King Elvis channel.